Well, last night determined who gets to take Bachelor Arie home to meet their parents, and there was some shockers. Krystal Pino from 106.3 The Groove has our Bachelor Recap.
However, before we get to heartbreakers, we have something special to do today. Happy birthday, Tina Jennings. Happy birthday to you.
You sound like Marilyn. He looks like Marilyn. Oh, it's so amazing.
Oh, wait. I don't want it to fall. But if you can get a picture of what it says, happy birthday, Tina.
Only my work wife can get away with that. And it has strawberry in there.
And goodness.
Oh. It's my cake, I can do it.
Lots of love, lots of love. So happy birthday, my friend.
Love you, love you. Thank you, Ken Carb. I've been feeling the love, but some of the ladies Bachelor did not feel the love.
Yeah, so right off the top, it kind of broke everybody's heart when they're like, there will be no rose ceremony, only dates today.
Dun, dun, dun.
And so we know that there were going to be 3 one-on-ones and then a group date, which if you're me, you're thinking, oh my gosh, please give me the one-on-one, please give me the one-on-one. The first one to get the one-on-one was Becca. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm watching this date and she is literally trying. She is saying everything she possibly can. She's not looking away. I mean, half the time I feel like she was just trying to put a trance on him, just staring right at him like, you want me, give me the rose, give me the rose. Obviously, lots of lip locking. They visited a market there in Florence.
Yeah.
Beautiful date. In the end, she did get a rose.
And he said through the whole date, he said they were connected she was the very, very first date. And then he felt like they weren't connected, and then he wanted to see if they could reconnect. Lots of Lincoln Longs going on there. But he feels they've reconnected, so she got a rose, she's good to go. But while that was happening, something else weird was happening.
Yeah, so we had Jacqueline, who was sort of struggling, like, I don't know if I could actually take him home. This is a big step for me. Come on, let's be honest. Any person in their right mind is thinking, yeah, I'm the same with you, girl. You've known him for about 6 weeks. You're gonna take him to your family, introduce him. The next step, if you make it, is an engagement. I get her panic mode, and I think a lot of people did. It was a very valid reason. However, I thought it was hilarious, as you can see right now, that before she actually left the show, she had to make sure that she got her germs all on him, so that way the other ladies could too.
Well, she was like, I'm gonna leave you, but I'm gonna leave you thinking about that. Can I say my own opinion? I think she saved face, because I don't think she probably would have made it to hometown, so I think that it was probably a good idea that you did the I break up with you before you break up with me thing.
Not you, it's me.
Yeah, totally. Who got the next one-on-one?
So then we had a one-on-one that was sort of an awkward one from the beginning. Remember last week with Lauren B, how the date was just kind of like, left everybody like...
The subtitles of just wow.
Yes. Wow. Wow. And then as you can see, this date was sort of the same. They didn't really say a lot. He's trying to plead his case to her. She's listening. In the end, she did open up a lot, saying, you know what, I don't want to get hurt. I feel like I'm really starting to fall for you. And then he gets up and walks away, and she's sitting like, you know,
awkward.
A little teary-eyed, and she's saying, I said too much.
Yeah.
I may have said something that I shouldn't have. And I'm thinking, oh man, he's hearing all this. He's going to come back and say he's not giving her the rose. That was my first thought, when it was the exact opposite. He came back and told her the same thing. Like, I feel like I'm starting to fall for you too. I feel like we have great chemistry. I was a little worried that, you know, we were losing that. Obviously, we're not losing that. He gives her the rose.
Well, that's a Bachelor, like, what? Usually it's awkward. I'm falling for you, and then the other one just blinks at you a lot. But my husband, I've told everyone he has to watch the show because I watch it, but he was walking through and he goes, is that weird? I go, yes, that is weird. The Bachelors don't normally say back, I love you. So that's his first for this season. So she's going up high on the ranks.
Based off of this date alone, I'm like, she's going to be the one.
That's going to be your pick.
She's going to be the one that he's proposing to at the end. They just had really good chemistry in that moment.
I don't think they have good chemistry. I don't understand why he's falling for her, but I'm just going to let that be a thing.
Right.
Who's our last one-on-one?
So then we had Cien with the one-on-one date. They went and visited an Italian family, made food. I thought it was okay, but you could tell Arie wasn't really into it. She was, and she was again trying to plead her case of why she should stay. Take me to see my family. Let's introduce you. And in the end, he's like, you know, you're everything I'd like, but I just am not feeling that spark.
Yeah.
And he sends her home, and I gotta say, she left with so much grace.
Yeah.
I think she's beautiful. So, for him, definitely a loss. For her, I say, girl, that's your come up.
Online, a lot of people said that she was too good for him. I'm just saying what online
I
says.
agree.
I'm
I
not
agree.
saying what I'm saying, which
Was
leaves
that
us
me?
with the group date.
Are you saying that? So the
Were
group
you
date was
typing?
Tia, Kendall, and Becca competing for 2 of the final 3 roses. Tia tells Arie how much she cares about him, and then, oh yeah, she doesn't think that Becca is ready for a serious relationship, sort of because Becca's saying she's not really ready for it. Not really the girl Arie's looking for. A lot of Bachelor Nation is saying that's kind of a Krystal move and sort of putting the nail in your coffin right
Yeah,
there.
that's kind of like the kiss of death. If you've watched any season, you don't talk about the other girls when you're trying to spend time with the man.
No, and it sort of sends Becca into a tailspin. She gets really emotional, only further proving Tia's point that, maybe she isn't ready. In the end, he immediately gives Kendall a rose, leaving those 2 to sort of be awkward in front of each other with a 2-on-1 date. But guess what? He chooses the age and wisdom and lets Becca go, giving Tia the rose at the final moment.
And I love that we saw on GMA this morning, because Becca was no longer on the show, she was able to come out and talk about the missing person thing and everything. So next week, hometown dates?
Yeah, so next week it's Becca, Lauren B, Kendall, and Tia. Ooh.
And you're putting your money on Lauren B.
Don't forget Uncle Tone. What was his name? Her uncle? I don't know. Yeah, I'm going Lauren B all the way.
All right, don't miss the next episode of The Bachelor on KGUN 9 next Monday. Then tune into The Blend on Tuesday for the recap and sign up for the Bachelor Fantasy League, which I'm actually doing well in now. Compete with other Bachelor fans. Visit 1063thegroove.com for info and to sign up.